Fishcapades, Mel.
Hello.
Hello,
Good afternoon, everybody. Mel, welcome in. Didn't get to say hi to you.
I know. I went, oh, Mel's in. Just as it went live, I was like, oh, hi.
Brandon, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, apparently they had Eric, welcome in. Thank you for being here. They had a little adventure they went on this past weekend, an auction, a fish auction. And
oh.
Yeah, okay. So I was trying to keep up on what everybody was buying and what they're bringing home and all this. Yeah, so I was listening to David Elfish last night and all the things he bought. And yeah, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not too many people went live from there, which was really surprising. I was really, Missy, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I was surprised. I was watching and waiting to see if anybody would go live while they were there or show us around. I couldn't find anybody that went live for whatever reason. So maybe we're going to see
too busy enjoying themselves.
Exactly, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
right,
there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I'm just kind of hoping that I might see some videos pop up today of,
Hi, Cecil.
The auction. Cecil, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hey, Chris. Yes. How you doing?
Oh my goodness, I have so much to catch up on. Oh my goodness, I did see he had a wicked ice storm. Oh.
Yeah. I talked to him briefly yesterday, and he was showing me some videos of what he's been dealing with up there. Oh, mercy.
Oh my goodness.
I just couldn't honestly imagine having to go through that. You hear ice storm and that was like epic ice storm. That was bad.
Yeah. All those trees down, no power, no heat. Oh my goodness. So I've got to catch up on that because I want to see what he did with his fish.
I'll tell you, I came across a video, a short, whatever you want to call it. John Jill, welcome in. Thank you for being here.
Welcome in, John and Jill.
Yes. All of your merch needs, get a hold of John and Jill.
I even had pens made with the logo.
Yes, they are our go-to merch supplier.
They are for sure. I've been bragging about them everywhere.
Yeah, I will always be.
Yep, I got somebody to go there. I was like, woohoo! Rick Rowe was over there.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, but I was scrolling through these shorts and I saw a short on Stubbs's area, and there was somebody that was actually going through a street that the trees were all falling over, and he had to weave through this. Goodness. It just it looked really bad. It looked really cold, and it looked really bad.
Yeah. So we're thinking of you, Chris.
Yes, we're definitely thinking of you.
And I hope that warm up comes real soon.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
We have snow today, but it's not going to amount to anything.
Yeah,
today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, bad, cold, wet, stormy weather. But then it's supposed to be okay, I guess.
Same here. That's what's in our forecast. We have. Hubby was just telling me, you do know it's going to snow a little bit tonight.
I know.
I'm like, the grass is lush and green. What's going on here?
At least ours is still kind of dead, brown.
No, we have nice, lush green grass. It looks beautiful.
Chris has sun today. Thank goodness.
Who has sun?
Chris Stubbs.
Oh, wow.
He just wrote, we actually have sun today, but it's cold. Welcome in, Carl.
Hi, Carl. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. What snow? Yeah, where he lives, it doesn't snow. You don't want to know. It's one of them things where ignorance is bliss. You don't even need to know about it. Hi, Possum Smiles. Welcome in. Don, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's, I was thinking about getting an IBC. Stephen P., welcome in. Thank you for being here. We were talking last week about getting like small container ponds and stuff like that. and I started looking into the IBC tanks and stuff like that. Lance, welcome in. Thank you for being here.
Lance,
And
beautiful embroidery. Oh my goodness.
yes,
I need some towels.
I was wondering if
I was wondering that because I said I use just these little fleece things for all my fish tanks, but I'm like, oh, I should have my logo on it.
You
I
know,
didn't think about that.
I don't know if he does orders.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be nice.
But it made me think to look into it though for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But so you were thinking IBC tank?
Well, I was, because a lot of people have them and a lot of people use them. I've seen several people use them, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess what always worries me about the IBC tank is the depth to width ratio, and that I just feel like they're too deep and not wide enough to actually be a very good beneficial area to be putting. I mean, I can understand if you're doing a smaller fish, but a koi, I don't know. I just don't know that they're the best option, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. I see a lot of people using those. I mean,
I know.
Vince just swears by them. He uses those for his fry grow out.
I know. But here's the thing. I think just using them, without putting some kind of like a bottom drain on them or something. Because what winds up happening is when you have too much depth and not enough width in a pond, Amy, hi, welcome in, you have issues. You have low oxygen issues. You have all kinds of issues because they're so deep. And so, yeah, I think honestly that I won't go that route. I just, I can see it being good for like a grow on and having massive filtration. Nathan, hi, welcome in. Butler Family Farm, Jerry, welcome in.
Welcome in.
I just think that I don't know. I mean, Scotty, welcome in. I just think if you're willing to go ahead and put all of that extra filtration in it, yes, you can make anything work. Alexia, welcome in.
Welcome in.
I just don't think that that's the best option. You know what I mean? I have always gone by the golden rule of however deep something is, you should double the width. Do you know what I mean? So if you have 2 feet deep, it should be 4 feet wide for a proper oxygen exchange, gases and everything.
Yeah, so I don't even have that on my main pond.
Well,
it's my main pond is 10 by 12 and it's 6 feet deep. So I got it on one side, but not the other. But
no, but
I have a bottom drain in there. So yeah, I don't know.
No, you're
every
good
time I see one.
What I'm talking about is you do realize that some of those IBC tanks are 53 inches deep. I mean, you're talking 4 feet. And you only have 2 foot width.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think your pond is plenty wide enough and long enough to sustain the depth that you have.
Yeah.
That's not a problem because you're talking, you have all the, I think yours is what, a 10 by
10. My pond is 10 by 12 feet.
Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Yeah. But I'm more worried about something being 4 feet deep and only 2 feet wide. And I guess that's my big issue. I guess you don't have to fill them up all the way.
So what are you going to use then? What are you looking into then to try using?
That I'm not sure. I'm going to keep looking, but I just don't think IBC is the way to go for me. Not unless
I wish the stock tanks were deeper. They're only 2 feet deep. I wish the stock tanks like I can get here at Tractor Supply. I wish they were like 3 feet deep.
That would be nice.
Yeah, 2 feet. Nice. Just not enough. What did I just? My eye just caught something. It was Jerry. His is 8 feet deep. Ooh, nice. 8 feet wide and 22 feet long.
Yeah, see that's proper. That's proper.
That is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
22 feet. My goodness, that's a lap pond.
Yeah. Absolutely. They're like doing Olympic swimming in there.
That is beautiful. I
Yeah.
want to
I
see
just,
that.
it was just a topic that I was concerned about when I was looking into buying them. I mean, they're cheap
Thanks for
enough.
doing 'em. Hi, Aaron. Welcome in.
Hi,
And
Aaron.
Leo.
Welcome in. Oh, Leo is here too.
Leo's watching too.
Leo.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetie. Yeah. But that was my concern looking into it. And
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
'cause it
I
would be
don't know enough
super
about it.
easy to do like what you're going to do with your grow on, how you said you were going to make it into looking like your bigger
A mini
pond.
pond, yeah, that's going to be 6 by 5 by 3 feet deep because I'm not digging down. It's going on top of the patio. I'm not going to dig anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you know, that's what I was kind of wanting to do is kind of like,
Just build a little box.
yeah, and kind of like put the planking around it and everything. And an IBC would be well enough good to do that. But like I said, my problem is the depth of it. I would have to cut it down and not
Yeah.
have it that deep for me to be able to use that.
I wanted to see. Oh, Jerry Butler. He put a video out on the 3rd that shows his pond. I want to go look at it.
Yes, me too.
3rd. Yeah, I want to see
I
that.
missed it.
I want to see the
You
video.
know what? I may have seen it.
I don't know. I mean, I have like over, 102 notifications right now because I've been kind of a little absent from YouTube for a little bit, but on a daily basis, like I was. But I'll get back into it. I just got to get over my little hurdle here.
Yeah.
The next
we've
couple,
had a lot going
next
on
couple
here.
months will be rough, and then hopefully just a bump in the road.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, same here. We've got so much stuff going on. It's hard to.
Yeah.
So yes,
16 minutes. That's okay. God, I watch all of Vince's. I don't care how long they are. I'm gonna watch them.
yeah. Oh, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
I know. No moderators under 18.
Yeah. No.
Thank you,
unfortunately,
Amy.
We cannot do that. But anywho, so yeah, so that was my concern there. So I'm not.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm going to start looking into whether or not you can get one 3 feet deep at Tractor if you
At
special
Tractor,
order it,
yeah.
or if there's anywhere else I can special order it to get one.
Yeah.
where-
Hi, Peplin Creek.
Hi, Peplin. Welcome in. So yeah,
Brian, right? Is that? I just
Yeah.
make sure. Is that Brian?
yeah.
I want to make sure. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. So,
It's just the first.
but that's where I'm looking at right now. So that's
we got done. We will be doing more on it in the next few months. Oh, nice.
nice.
So he's got a project going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And in the meantime, like I said, I still have all these marsh marigolds in here. I was kind of, just because it's the first spring for these plants, I don't want to put them out there until after I know there's going to be no more frost.
Mm-hmm. I
And
know.
after that, they'll be fine. But
Yeah.
I mean, I've got plans of how I want to set everything up and whatnot. So I mean, yeah, there's going to be a lot of planting and a lot of stuff going on at that pond.
Mhm.
But I gotta wait. I gotta wait it out. But my fish are already eating. Are yours?
My grow on is, yeah, the water is up to like 56 degrees, which I got my little thing here. So that's 13 Celsius about. But
Yeah.
yeah, the grow on I'm feeding up. I'm only doing once a day because they're not, I'm not heavy feeding them yet.
Yeah,
They're
no,
still,
I'm not either.
they kind of sit around on the bottom, but they do come up and it's like getting them used to, but they will eat if I'm there. So.
Yeah,
But the main pond, no. Main pond's, that's still like 43 degrees, 42 degrees. They're not at the surface yet. They're still about 3 feet down. So.
Whoa, all right, okay. No,
Yeah,
mine
they're
are
not up at the surface at all. And
geez.
yesterday it rained all day yesterday, but Pat was here and we went out and we lifted I keep lifting the covers to get the rain up because the weight of the water on the covers. So I'm lifting the rain. We lifted them up and we just stood there looking at them, seeing maybe if they would come up. Nope.
Oh, wow.
They look up at me, but that's it.
How
But,
about
yeah.
how much?
So a couple more weeks, I think, before we'll try firing that filter system up,
What does the algae look like?
Not well, the sides are kind of like Grinch green. But using your camera, because I keep using that, I keep checking the bottom because that's my only way now to see, I don't want to make sure there's nothing dead down there, but I wanted to see what it looks like down there for when I do start up that bottom drain, like how much gunk is going to come through. And it's pretty clean down there. It's not bad. I mean, me having the 2 submersible pumps down there going through the pressure filters, last year all summer, it was doing its job.
Yeah.
So not bad. There is some algae on the walls though. Grinch fur, I call it. But I had it in the grow on too. And once I started the my UV up and the filter up there, that's gone. It's crystal clear water in there now. So, and I did the filter floss in the top tier of the Barky shower. So, I just kept changing it out. Now it's like I don't even have any in there anymore now. So,
yeah,
I'm sure the bottom drain will be great. It'll everything will clear up, I think, in that main pond. It'll be nice to finally see it.
I don't dare put my UV out there until I know there's going to be no frost.
Yeah,
I just don't want it to bust. It's way too. I mean, I spent a lot on that one. And I don't.
Mine is one that is contained within the pressure filter, and I do have a plastic thing over that now because I heard last night was supposed to get down to 29, below freezing. So I had a plastic bubble over that. So I'll do that every time I hear anything about the weather kind of going down. But yeah, I had to get the filter going though, because the water temperature was up so high in there. It's like, if I'm going to feed him, I want the filter going, So.
Gotcha. Not a problem, Jerry. Not a problem. You have a fun trip, safe trip.
Oh, very nice. Have fun.
Yeah.
And Wiccan had so much rain, it filled up his freshly dug pond.
Wow, that is all. Yeah, he definitely needed that rain, though. Definitely. As much rain as we got, and we got a lot. I'm still 2 feet low.
Wow.
I know. That's ridiculous. I really need more rain.
That's why I took the cover off yesterday while he was here. We were out kind of working on what we're going to do for the sides. Once we do the roof, then we're going to build the sides. And I want something that protects it from herons, but that when I'm sitting out there or anyone's sitting out there, that we can easily open it up. And we were first going to think of doing panels, but I don't want to have to take a panel out every time, a screen panel. I don't want to take that out. Then you got a panel sitting around, in and out. The thing's going to get wonky. I said, nah. We'll kill. So we've been working on this for a couple weeks, weekends, because he works full time during the week. So weekends he comes over and we start designing. We go to Lowe's, we're walking around the aisles, trying to angle something out. So I think we got it. I think we got it. We're gonna kind of do accordion style screen panels on a track on 3 sides, because the 4th side already has the wall of the shed right there, and so that when you're there, you just unclip it and you can push it open, enjoy sitting there, whatever, have your coffee, whatever. Then when I'm done, I can close it back up. And in the winter, with the track, we're going to try, I think right now we're going to try to just get a small, thinner track in front of it. Welcome in, Dean.
Welcome in, Dean.
And that we can put like polycarb sheets in there for winter to protect it from the wind, from the chill. Mm-hmm. So instead of using the covers now, because that way I'll just have it all enclosed with the thing. So I think that's the path we're going to go now. So at least it was a lot of mental thinking.
Yeah. Jeffro, welcome in.
Hi, Jeffro.
Yeah. My biggest thing in the pond in the front is I'm trying to do some research on how to get rid of a snapping turtle.
A
So
snapping turtle? You have a snapping turtle
yeah,
in there? Oh.
yeah, I got to get it out.
Oh.
So there's got to be a way I can make a trap. When we first moved here, there was a huge, and I mean, I'm talking huge, snapping turtle in there. And we got lucky because it was sitting up on the bank
Yeah.
and like resting in the sun. And we
Hi,
happened to
June.
see it. Hi,
Welcome
June.
in.
Welcome in. And we were able to go out there with a net and grab it up, one of them big nets.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
we wound up catching that one. Now this one is staying in the water, and I'm kind of hoping it will do like the other one did in the spring when it really gets warm and sit up on the side bank to get
That you
warm,
can
and then
grab
I
it.
can grab it up. But if I can't, I don't know how to catch this stupid snapping turtle because I don't want it staying here. And right now it's only like maybe that big. So I'm trying to get it before it winds up being the giant that it's going
Yeah.
to grow into.
So if it's that big, it's not able to get any like it's not getting all your bluegill in there or anything, is it?
Well, I'm sure it's eating some. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's eating some. There's no doubt in my mind. Right now, it's probably not eating because it's cold.
Yeah.
But it's going to be waking up with a ferocious appetite soon.
Yeah.
So
Leave the koi alone.
yeah, the koi I think are smart enough to stay away from it, but there's so many bluegill in a bunch that I think yeah, I'm sure it's killing the bluegill.
Yeah.
It's eating something in there.
Yeah.
So,
Oh boy.
but yeah, I need to look into how to catch a.
Do you have is there a creek or something near you that you're able?
Well, there's a river. It runs over
Oh,
here,
the river that runs through.
and that's how we get them. It'll
That's
just
how
walk across the
why it
field.
came,
And,
yeah.
yeah. So I gotta somehow get rid of this stupid thing because I
Oh,
know
geez.
it's there. I saw it last fall, and
Yeah.
I saw its head keep poking up, and I'm like, oh, we got another turtle in here. That's not good.
Oh
And
boy.
snapping turtles have a very distinctive nose, very
Snout.
distinct.
Yeah.
Yeah, their shell is really distinct. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between an alligator snapper and a regular, but we don't have very many alligator snappers around here, so I'm
Mhm.
just going to guess it's a regular snapper.
Wow.
Regardless, I don't want it in there. So yeah, that's going to be fun.
Right.
Trying to catch that thing.
It's not one thing, it's another, huh?
Yeah.
How's your your patio ponds? How are those doing?
Doing fantastic. Like I said, I'm waiting until after this last cold dip, and then that's going to be it for us too.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and fire up the Awasa, and I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to totally rearrange that bog. All that I had it set up late last fall, it's all going to get pulled out. I'm taking the back out there. I'm going to vacuum everything up, get everything cleaned, ready to go. And I'm going to put my plants the way I wanted to put them in the baskets last year, but didn't have a chance to this year. So the bog is going to look completely different than what it looks like right now.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's just a matter of getting it all done. But like I said, I got to wait till after this last cold snap. But the plants are already grown back. The Marsh marigold out there, big, huge bunch of a plant with flowers everywhere. So it's already full size back in the swing of things.
Lance, on how to get the turtle.
Oh,
log and get a gun. Pew pew.
It's actually not a bad idea, but yeah, no, yeah, he's right. I mean, they have to come up in the spring and they have to sit in the sun for a while. So that's my opportunity to be able to go out there and grab it.
Yeah, yeah. And Jeffro, he's having warm weather. Huh? It's warming up quickly down here on the Gulf Coast. Oh, I love the Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
He needs to get some screens for the dragonflies.
Yeah, all I want to do is just get this turtle and then relocate it. And then somebody told me too that, oh, well, if you relocate a turtle, it'll come back. So I'm like, really? You got to be kidding me. So I'm really hoping that this thing won't come back. I don't know. I don't know much about turtles when it comes to that. So
yeah. Drive it miles away.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that's actually pretty crazy.
I know. I
Holy,
was trying to catch up. Who got beat up by what?
I know. I'm trying.
So is it Branton's? Is it Branton's little girl?
6-foot piece of timber. Oh,
I'm trying to find where it started.
it's right above Wickens comment.
Yeah, I saw the thing about getting beat up by a piece of timber. That's when I'm like, what? What's going on here? What happened?
Hi, Jan. Welcome in.
For being
Thank you for being here.
5'5".
Well, Amy, here's the thing about the turtle. That turtle that I got rid of the first time out of that pond, its shell was super cracked. I mean, it had a big old crack. And apparently, when it was crossing the street at one time in its life, somebody ran over it. And so, yeah, it didn't look like it was going to make it very well. So I handed it over to another lady, and they were going to go ahead and release it. And the turtle just didn't look like it was going to do that well. And they kept it in an area because they live right on the river, and it wound up dying. So that's why it didn't come back. But I mean, yeah, it probably would have if she would have released it. But yeah, that thing was really, I mean, you could tell in the video I took of it that it had a crack in its shell. And I guess once they have a crack, yeah, I don't think it would have made it much longer, to be honest with you.
Hi, Jan. Welcome in.
Hi. Is her left hand.
AJ's adventure.
Oh, wow. Branton, I'm sorry. Poor Willow.
Oh, my goodness. I would follow her in the hotel room. And
yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. That's not good. That's not good.
Oh, geez. She has a limp. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's true, June. They do look, I mean, you've seen one snapping turtle, you've seen them all. They do look identical, so it's hard. Yeah, it's hard telling. I wouldn't mind getting this thing out, putting a little GPS on it, throwing it in the river, and see if it actually comes back. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just know I got to get it out of there because I don't want it to stay in there. Gator, hi, welcome in.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Gwen, hi, welcome in.
Gwen. How are you, Gwen?
Hopefully everything's okay over there. I don't even know what our temps are today.
I don't know. It's weird when you're watching different videos. Well, like Jill and John, they have plants blooming over there. It's like they, you see the different videos and they have plants blooming. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Mine, I do see like where I have daffodils planted. I have like maybe about a quarter of an inch of a little green coming up out of the ground. That's it.
Oh,
so
wow.
Things are growing. It's just,
yeah, it's taken a while. That's
crazy weather. Yeah, it's up and down, up and down. I mean, this is crazy that we're back to freezing overnight again.
Yeah. Well, all my plants are starting to come back to life. The yellow flag, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Even the blue iris is starting to come back. But
nice.
The Marsh marigold, by far, it's like, yeah, it's always the first one to come back and the first one to bloom. It's been blooming for almost a week now. So.
Wow. Very nice. Yeah. Oh, sorry to hear, Gwen. You've been under the weather.
Oh. Get
well soon.
Yes. Hopefully you'll have a full recovery very soon. We got lucky this year. We didn't have too many colds in the house this year.
Mm,
You know, not like prior years and stuff like that.
yeah.
We've been really lucky with that. When we did get something, it lasted forever, but
Yeah,
once
we
we
did
got over it,
too.
it was
Right
good.
through Christmas and New Year's, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to cancel a whole family get together because the entire other side of my family was sick.
Oh,
So I'm like, stay away. No, don't bring that here.
oh my goodness. Yeah, we
Thank
all had that bad head cold,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I'm starting to feed mine a little bit, and I've got them on a little bit of a mix of that barley and a little bit of their food, but not giving them a whole lot.
mhm.
Just
That's
giving them a little bit here and there, here and there, and
yeah,
they're actually hitting on it pretty hard.
yeah. The Gromon is. I mean, I still have them on wheat germ right now, but I mean, I just started this maybe a week ago when I noticed the temperature was consistently staying at 50. I said, all right, I'm going to see if they take anything. I threw one little tiny handful in there, and it took them a few minutes to realize there was something there. But then I heard them, that
Yeah.
lovely sound.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, it's really hard for me too because I've been going up front and watching the pond really good up front, and I've got the little bluegill up there like, oh, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, you want to throw the food in there for them because you know they can eat it and digest
They
it
can
in
eat it.
time. But our poor koi, knowing that only 70% of their, are less, like 30% of their digestive tract is all that they have because of coming from carp and the inbreeding and trying to, develop the patterns and everything. They've lost 70% of their digestive system.
Mm-hmm.
So they really don't even have a digestive system. That's why we have to feed them so much. It's just going through their, I mean, they have no stomach. So it's like you're constantly feeding them. That's why they poop so much.
Mm-hmm.
Is because man took a beautiful carp that is fine and turned it into this beautiful koi, but it came at a price. So we're constantly feeding and feeding, but I don't want to feed them right now. I want to wait because I know
it's still coming out of winter too. I mean,
exactly. It's just so much harder on a koi than it is any other fish to eat in the spring, and I don't want them getting sick over it. I just yeah. So I don't know. Poor koi. Poor koi.
I know. Like we want them to instantly wake up. Be up the front. I want to see you up here.
Yeah.
But I do love that camera because I'm able to get down in that 3 feet and see them. So
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I just, and even I had a phone call with my niece, and she was talking to me about a betta fish. And hi, Deb, welcome in.
yeah, welcome in.
I had she killed her first betta, so she went to the LFS and was talking to this guy about her betta.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Alex, welcome in. And this guy was really, really nice with her. He actually did a water change on one of his tanks and gave her the water and said, take the water home and then just put the betta in it and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And so she did, and it's fine. And she's like, what kind of guy, would do that? I said, well, a guy that wants you to not fail at your fish. I said, she goes, well, Petco wouldn't offer me to do that. I'm like, no, they won't. I go, this is why you got to support your local LFS. And actually, because I asked her, I go, oh, well, who was it that did that? And she said, Animal World. And Animal World is the place where I have my gift certificate that I'm going to be going to.
Oh, that you're going to be taking a drive to? Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yep. So I can't wait to get up there. She goes, well, tell them I said hi. Tell them my story. Because, the guy really helped her out. And it's so sad because, I asked her, I said, because it's her son that wants the fish. And I'm like, well, do you even know about the nitrogen cycle? Did you just, she goes, no, I just turned the water on in my faucet and then put the fish in. I'm like, oh. I go, you do research on all these parrots, on all these lizards that you buy. Why did you not do research on the fish? She's like, I don't know, fish, water. Figure what's the. I'm like, oh my goodness, Michelle, that's so cute.
Yeah, there is kind of you don't want to feed them, below 50 degrees, like 10 Celsius. That's the fish themselves tell you they don't. They start to go down to the bottom of the tank. Bottom of the pond. I mean, they tell you. But yeah, 50, because they kind of start to go into torpor. They're not going to digest it. So
no, they're not. Yeah, and they know. You're right. They absolutely know. And it's so sad because I have shabunkins over here that are starving, that want their food. And then I got the koi that are like, I see y'all.
Yeah, I'm not ready yet.
I'm
not ready yet.
Yeah. It's units between 50 and 55. I think it really, in the spring, it's more like 50, I think. But in the fall, it's more like 55, because when they feel that 55 in the fall, I don't know if you've noticed this, but mine will be like, no, winter's coming. I'm out of here. And I'm
out of here. I'm going down. Yeah.
Exactly. At 50, when it's 50 degrees, I mean, they're already down there sleeping. They're like, I'm done with it.
And I wait till it gets like above 60, like when it's consistently 60. It's not going to keep dropping down into the 50s. Above 60, that's when I do the mix and change them over from all wheat germ to like partial wheat germ, and then their regular growth, protein food, and then to summer, then they're just all on all of that. And then I don't start that again, like you said, until the fall when the temperatures drop to 50 again. I do the same thing, mix it with the wheat germ, and then they go all wheat germ, and then nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is the first year I've ever bought the wheat germ. I called it barley earlier, but you know what I meant.
Yeah, I knew you meant
Yeah, because I don't normally do that. I normally just feed in the beginning of spring. Yeah. I just feed normal. But
I never did. So I just always go by my rule that's worked my whole life. So I always start in slow with, if we were coming out of hibernation, I don't want filet mignon.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, and I totally
have a piece of toast.
I totally get that. And I did
work up to my double cheeseburger.
Yeah. I always started in the spring with like, I don't know if you know what it is, but like Tetramin, they have these sticks for koi.
Yep. Yeah, the Tetramin pond sticks.
That's what I always started them off with, and just giving them sticks, and they would be able to digest that. It's soft. It's not hard. It's That's what I always used, and I still have it to this day. I still throw that in, but I said, I'll just go ahead and try wheat germ and see if they like it. They ate it. I mean, they didn't care. Yeah. They weren't like smashing on it, but again, they're not even awake yet. So
I'll use that too in the spring, because it's not it's not good. It's not the best. It's not high in protein. So I've used that though. I have it too, and I'll mix it in with the wheat germ a little bit and everything. But then I move over to my Blue Ridge and my Saki Akari. I mix that together with the Blue Ridge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that same here.
She's messed up their schedule. Oh, the turtles messed up the turtle schedule since moving.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine anything's like that. Anytime you move something, anything, it's going to mess up.
Yeah, it'll be a little stressful. But
I was surprised because I'll tell you what, I don't remember ever moving a koi and not having them skittish after I've moved them because of the drama of the move.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, these koi, when they start coming up, and I'm going to go out there and do a video this week. When they come up, they don't, because like when they're down below, they know.
Bye, Wiccan. Have a great day.
Bye, Wiccan. Because when they're down below the water, I don't know how many people know this, but the koi cannot actually see you when they're underwater. They can see a shadow of you, but when they look up above, what they see is the reflection of the bottom of the pond. That's what they see. That's why koi fish, when they come up out of the water, so their eyes are above water, above the line, and then they can see you and recognize you. That's why koi do that. So it's so cute when they come swimming over, like, okay, there's somebody here. I know the voice because they can hear. They come over, and when they pop their eyes up and they see you, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now I'm going to go closer to the side of the pond. And it's so cute in the spring to watch them start doing that. And I
I
thought
love
when they
come over
out,
me.
they were going to see me and go, no, you moved me. You traumatized me. You did this, you did that. But no, they did not do that. I was so shocked. They popped their little heads up so they could see what's going on. And then they came right over to me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so relieved because I thought, no, they're going to hate me now. So
no,
I was so afraid because you know you've had fish that you traumatize, and then you go to put your hand over there and they're swimming away from you like, no, I know what that is.
Yeah.
So they thank goodness.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to just be able to be sitting back out there again. You know, the warm weather.
Oh,
I have some fish in the grow on that I'm going to move over to. I think my the Shiro at Surrey and the Becco. I think those are they'll be big enough that I'll be able to put them into the main pond, not worry about them getting sucked into the bottom drain. But
they got
others that they were small going into fall, so you know, of course, they're not going to grow much during the winter. So
on that bottom drain, do you have to dive down there and unscrew it and open it?
If what?
On your bottom drain, you have it all the way closed?
No, it's just off, but there's a gap like.
So okay.
Like an inch, I think.
Okay, so
I mean, when we first put the cover on, the gap was probably like about that big. I was like, what the heck? That's too big, you know. I was like, so we chopped it and put it down, so it's about an inch. I mean, everything slopes down to it anyway, so
right.
But
gotcha. So you don't. Okay.
Yeah, it's like about an inch.
So you only have to dive down there if it like cracks and you got to replace it, or
or if something. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to drain a couple feet from the pond and go down.
That would
brought
be
our overwintered fish. Oh, very nice. Aaron and Leo brought their overwintered fish home this weekend. Woohoo!
Awesome. I know which one he's talking about. Because he got another one for his birthday. Is that the one you're
birthday?
Talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got another one for his birthday. I watched that.
Very nice. Yeah, I'll have to see those go into your pond. That'll be nice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what fish he got. That was a nice fish.
Yeah,
definitely nice fish.
Very nice.
Yeah, did you see? I can't remember. I think it was Quality Nishigoi that put out the video of the All American Koi Show this year in Vegas.
No, but I have a Thai saved because I want to watch. I saw the first one of Thai's, but I know he put another one out, so I want to watch it.
I don't know if Thai caught this Snow Asagi, but oh my gosh, I watched the Quality Nishigoi one, and he was showing the Snow Asagi they had at the All American Koi Show.
Wow.
That was literally the most beautiful Snow Asagi that I have ever seen.
Wow.
That thing was gorgeous. I couldn't believe it. It was gorgeous.
We knew they had good fish, right?
Yeah, those
were beautiful fish to buy for us, you know, but it was.
Yeah.
We'll have to check that out again some year.
Yeah, this thing, I don't know how big it was, but it had to be.
The Snow Asagi one?
Yeah, I would have to say about 60 cm. It was pretty big. Oh, yeah, it was pretty big.
Oh, Aaron's fish has grown 8 centimeters since that video. Wow. I'm trying to catch up on Amazon.
Oh, wow.
Crayfish.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. If you're anywhere near the pond, they all think that you're out there to feed them, right?
Exactly.
You're out there to clean filters. No, I'm not here to feed you.
Wow, it's almost 6
p.m.
Wow, holy cow.
That's his birthday fish? Woo-hoo!
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man, that thing's
Oh my gosh. I hope you did a video of that, putting it in the pond this weekend.
Yeah.
I love to see that.
Wow.
Very nice.
That is crazy. Yeah. You might not. You might have
Yeah,
to
when I
learn
was
to pick a
watching
bit of
Ty
time.
do that, though, I was like, oh my God, it was bringing back memories of us being there. Watching Ty's video of him walking around the vats and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh.
But I don't remember seeing the Snow-Asagi on his, and I don't know why I don't remember that. I'll have to go back and look. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look
Well,
at
I
it.
think on Ty's, you mean?
Yeah.
I think he put a couple of videos out. I know I watched it was like the first day,
It was
Saturday,
the first one.
first day, and then he said something about another day. So I think I have one in my notifications for me to catch up on and watch.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'll have to look at it, but
I didn't see the second one he did. I just
yeah,
saw.
because the first one he said, "Oh, it looks like they're still judging on some others." So he made that comment, like, so it made me think, like, oh yeah, okay, he's going to do another video, and I thought I saw a notification that one's out
Well,
there. For me.
Unlike when we were there, they actually did the judging outside so everybody could watch.
Mm,
Yeah. Remember when they did the judging at a banquet where we couldn't watch it?
yeah. Oh yeah, I was going to say we didn't see the judging. We didn't see anything. We didn't know anything.
Exactly.
You
I
didn't
wonder
know who was what either. That that
They
was like
still
I
didn't put
say,
signs up,
it was
though.
the very first koi show. There's a lot to learn, versus
Yeah.
the BKK. That's why I was just so awestruck at BKKS. They just have it so well run, so under control. But I mean, this year is their 45th year, so they know what works. They've been doing it, so I'm sure
Yeah.
Las Vegas will get up to that same. They'll get more organized and with signage. That was the thing that you were like, who's the grand champion? You don't even know, and who was it from, and who, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no.
Plus, I hated all those vats being out in that parking lot in the blasting heat sun of Vegas.
Wow. Did you read Aaron's comment there? Look at that. Oh man.
Oh. It's 50 centimeters. Looks like fry now.
Yeah.
So it's losing weight?
You can't. Well, I'm assuming what he's saying is that a lot of the sumi came off, and it just how the fry will look before.
Oh yeah, like no color at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
And now it's dropping off. That's
Oh,
what it
I
sounds
thought
like.
he meant like it was like smaller, like if.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no! In comparison to the new.
No,
oh,
in comparison
I see
to
what
the
you're
new
saying.
cores, size and mass. Wow. Oh, I get it. I get it.
Oh, all right. I thought
This
you
big
meant
fish now looks like a little baby.
because you never know when it comes to the koi that they could drop color at any time. I mean, you just
Yeah,
don't.
right.
I've heard Rick say that so many times that you can buy
Yeah.
something and it could like really look great, and then all of a sudden, boom,
Mm-hmm.
color's gone on it. I mean, you just don't know. So I didn't know if that's
Yeah.
what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big. That's got to be your biggest fish then in that pond.
Ooh,
Yeah. Wow. I couldn't imagine it. Yeah, that's
very nice.
something that size. I would be throwing out in my big pond in the front.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's a big fish.
Yeah.
People don't realize how massive they really are. I think everybody should go to a koi show
And see those big ones.
and see those big ones for themselves.
Yeah.
And then look at their
that.
6-year-old child and go, "Holy crap! That fish
Yeah.
is bigger than you." They are huge. They are absolutely monsters,
Yeah.
and you don't realize it when you're watching it on a video.
No, because you're just seeing the fish in the blue vat. What you're not seeing is that vat is huge.
Exactly. That vat
Yeah.
is like
Not unless you see a
on
hand
her.
next to it. If you see a hand next to it, then you're like, man, that thing's a beast.
Yeah, but then even then, when you sit there and you're standing there looking at it,
Yeah.
that's when you get. I mean, when their heads come up and they're bigger than your head, it's like, oh my goodness, that's a big fish.
Okay. Secret safe, Aaron.
Absolutely, I will make
Yeah,
sure.
she can text it to me later on today after
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll make sure I text it to her. Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, thank you.
Man, I'm sorry. I gotta peek.
Oh,
I want to at least peek.
Huh?
Oh my gosh.
Stop. You weren't supposed to look at it till after the show. Now
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
sure it's beautiful.
Aaron. Oh my gosh, that's the same fish?
Christine, you're being mean to the chat.
I'm sorry, chat. I couldn't help. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe you looked.
I did. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. I am so sorry. But oh my gosh, it does not.
You said I got to peek. You know what I thought you said? I got to pee. That's why I'm like, all right, well, we'll just sit here and wait.
No. I said I got to peek because he said I'd send you a sneak peek. Yeah, because the way he said sneak peek.
Dawn thought the same thing.
No.
I was like, okay, no problem. We'll sit here and wait.
No. It's because he said sneak peek that I used the word peek.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to peek.
Sneak peek.
Yeah. I didn't actually enunciate the K very well.
Lance did the same thing. We're all like, gee, she has a weak bladder. She can't hold it for an hour.
Peek. Oh my gosh, I did too. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, sorry. I had to get a sneak peek.
Put that phone behind you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, with all the water going, it's kind of hard if you do have to.
Yeah, right.
You can't do nothing about it. I see a line.
Oh
right?
my God.
It's a shadow from the. Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
he's got to finish editing his video. He'll finish his video and then he'll put it out.
Yeah, you guys got to see this fish. Holy cow, Aaron, that is a monster. Leo could saddle that thing and ride it around the pond. That's huge. it's huge.
You can go water skiing behind it.
See, most of us are the same thing. Yes, I did actually. If you need to know, Lance, I did. That was a good girl.
And my coffee's all gone now too. Jeepers crow! I've never finished a full cup of coffee before.
I still have 3/4.
Huh? I made one up right before, so it was nice and hot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. I can't wait till you see it. You're gonna love it. It's absolute. And by the way, Aaron, it is an absolutely stunning koi. Congratulations, you did a good job picking that one out. That's really nice. It is. It's a really nice koi.
Yeah, nice. I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful addition to his pond.
He should enter that in the show. I just can't imagine anybody else having a nicer looking one than he does, because that thing is really nice. It's really, really nice. But yeah. So we will work on. Hey, Shane, welcome in, Shane. Bud. How you doing?
Welcome in.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get him up here so he can come up and say hi to everybody.
I know. And I did see something in the comments earlier. Dean said something about he's got snails in tank 1. He doesn't know where they came from. I know, that's so weird. It's because they don't have plants in those, right?
Did Dean at any time have plants in that tank?
I don't know. But I just saw I remember seeing the comment go by fast that he said something about he's got snails in there now. He doesn't know how to get in there.
Unless that he grabbed the filtration from Shane and really quick drove it over there and hooked it up, and it was already in the filtration system.
I don't know.
No. He said no. No. So that's not where he got them from. I don't know where he got them from.
They crawled in. They heard water flow and crawled up the sides and in. Oh, the bladder snails in the filter. Okay. I think they just come from nowhere.
Yeah.
They really do.
They do. I mean, where did I get all mine? I have no idea.
I mean, I have them in a tank that I don't even have real plants in because it's the red parrot cichlid. So I don't have any live plants in there because they tear everything up. They decide to move all the sand to one side, then to move the sand over here. So, but I have little bladder snails in there. I don't know where they came from. Could be me too. It could be I use a net for something, and one little thing was on the net maybe or something. Who knows? But
Well, that's how I
I
got
don't mind them anyway.
back in this tank.
How's your ram's horns doing?
Oh, they're doing good.
How about the mystery snails?
They're multiplying like nuts. I'm telling you, every time I take a clutch down, there's new clutches up there.
Oh
Yeah,
my
there's thousands in that tank right now.
goodness.
Yeah, so I got quite a bit. I'm going to talk to the guy up north when I go to Animal World and see if he'd be interested in grabbing some of them. See if
that would be good. Have a place to get rid of some of them.
Yeah. I mean, but
I'd rather have the ram's horn than the bladder one. So, but I do have a lot of ram's horns in my I don't have
the bladder snails. Excuse me. I don't have bladder snails. I have ram's horns.
Ram's horns, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many ram's horns in here that I wish I knew somebody that needed to have ram's horns that, to feed another, like a puffer or something. Because I'll show you. I mean, this is just in this tank. I mean, oh my gosh, I got to lift that up.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I guess you do have quite a bit of ram's horns.
I mean, they are literally all over.
Wow, wait.
A big old clump of them everywhere. What? What are you laughing at?
Dawn, you stop saying bladder or Christine will have to go for another pee.
Oh, I didn't go anywhere.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Yeah, no,
Brett said send them to June. She's always looking for snails.
Oh, you know what?
I don't know if he's kidding or if she really likes them.
No, really, I don't mind. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the pink ones where I'm only breeding the pink ones. The other ones, I would be willing to part with those.
That's funny, and I like the blue ones.
Yeah. You got the blue ones?
I have a couple blue in here, and I wish I had more of those. It's like, no, most of them are the brown ones.
Yeah, I have some blues in here. If you want me to, I'll send them to you. There are some blues in there. I don't know where they came from, but yeah.
I got to add water to the one behind me here, though, but it's very noisy. So I apologize for you hearing that.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm trying to keep mine full, like everybody's saying, but I mean, the snails are still laying. They're laying outside. They can go all the way up on the side of the filter, and they're laying on the side of my filters now. It's just, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's funny. And I have never ever seen an egg clutch. So I must have either all males or all females. I've never ever seen an egg clutch like you have.
Wow. Well, June, go ahead and email. My email's on my page. Email me your address. I will send you all these.
Oh my God, they eat 45 a day. Oof.
Yeah, I'll just send them to you, girl. I don't want no money.
There you go.
I just want them gone. Yeah, I just want them gone because, like I said, I'm looking for the pink ones. I like the pink ones. So, and there's some more darker ones in here that I got to get out. So, yeah, I just want to get them gone.
Yeah.
Now I'm having to actually put food in there and feed them because there's way too many snails for the tank. So, yeah, I don't need something else I got to feed. So, yeah, I'd rather get them out of there and move them on. And then the ones that are coming this way. Hi, Mike. Welcome in. And you came in right.
I know we're at the last minute.
Thanks, Dawn, for being here.
Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you for being here, really. Yeah, June, just email me and give me your address, and I'll get them out to you. That's not a problem. But thank you all for being here.
Well, thank you all. Yes.
This week. And come on, start to make some Snails. Oh, yeah, not a bad idea. You might want to start with save half of them and you'll get them there. But thank you guys very much for being here. And
Yes, take care, everybody.
Maureen and I
Bye,
we
John,
wish everybody
Bill.
a great day and
Everybody, enjoy the rest of your week.
enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll catch you guys next week.
See you next Monday.
Bye.